All right. Hello, hello. How is everybody? Hello. How is everybody tonight? What's my crime? Hey, we're just jamming out. Oh man. Sorry I'm a little late. Hopefully everybody's doing good. Dancy party. Yeah. Might be. Oh no, you're good. Doggo is more important. More important.
What's my crime? What's my crime? What's my crime? Go ahead and chase me again.
Chase me again. That will never not be funny. It will always be funny. Oh, Illusionary, thank you for 49 months. How are you doing? Hello, hello. What's the plan? We never have a plan. Oh, I'm getting our videos set up here. Okay, so oh, I really enjoyed that one. I really enjoyed it. I liked it. It's like I keep finding new things on the internet that I had no clue about. Of course, but it'll say, oh no, Illusionary. Well, I hope everything's okay. So Cody, how's it going? I'm sorry, Illusionary. Hopefully everything's okay. That sucks though. If you got invited, I guess, you know, like you're saying. Yeah, you get to go home tomorrow? Well, hopefully you get to go home tomorrow. You got headbutted, but oh no! Oh no! Not in the jewels. You'll be like, oh yeah, for sure. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. You're like, yeah. Well, you could just hang out here with us. Yeah, we appreciate you. And you're always welcome in here. Okay, I think we are ready. I apologize. I'm just all over the place. I apologize. I can't type either. My tasting history, watch them all. Oh, thank you. Thank you for watching them. I appreciate that. I really enjoy his channel. I like his channel a lot. It's really good. I like his humor. I like the way that he presents things. I love the history. Like, the history is incredible. He's a good egg, that one. Heavyosaur, how's it going? Good to see ya. Okay. Here we go. I think we are all set. Go to this one. I like the screen's a little bigger. Only thing I forgot on this one though is that. Okay. And I gotta do this. Okay. When rich kids were never told no in their entire life. This should be a good one. This one should be a good time. Apologize, I forgot. I didn't
Bitch.
do this. Bitch. Alright. This isn't super loud.
Come get my now!
Oh my
I
goodness.
come from a family of lawyers, so I'm feeling. You have a seat.
I'll ruin his Porsche while I'm at it. Yeah, I'll fucking ruin your Porsche.
This
God
entitled teenager
damn.
threw a tantrum when daddy refused to bail her out after she threatened him and his property.
Come on, man. Come on.
You're gonna get put on the ground if you don't stop.
Don't, you won't do it because I'll take you down with me, brother.
On the 24th of January,
Take you down with me,
2023,
brother.
officers responded to a call about a domestic dispute between a father and daughter. The 21-year-old girl was angry because her father divorced her mother to remarry. She was initially living with him, but 6 months prior, in July 2022, he had to evict her, making it clear that she was no longer welcome. Yet
she's
it seems the message
she's a
didn't
sturdy
get through
one,
to her
isn't she?
because she kept showing up to cause problems.
Where's my mail? My first and last name's on it with your address, Daddy-o.
Bravo 34, you trespassing?
Used to, but guess what? You legally evict me then. I'll walk in that house and he won't do shit because he can't.
I will.
What are you gonna do, beat me?
Ma'am, let's go back over here.
Are you gonna beat me? Let's beat me then. Beat me in front of the fucking cop. You won't.
Well, let's just calm down. She a little worked up. Yeah, she girthy. she's a sturdy one. This one.
You won't do it. Just wait.
Bad attitude.
Wait. I'm not done, sir. I'm not done speaking. Let me fucking speak.
Bravo 46,
Yes,
on me,
you can speak, but
Get me
I'm
my-
not gonna have this where you and
Literally?
your father are escalating.
Why?
Yeah.
Because he's gonna beat me. You know.
No, it has nothing to do.
Babe, listen to me.
I
He's
don't
gonna
want
beat me.
I don't want you and him to get physical, so that's
Why?
what
Because
my
I'm already
job is
charged.
here.
I'm already filing. That's the end of this. And
Maybe she's still. Hey, she just needs a little snacky snack, you know, and it'll be fine. God.
Want you and him to
She
get
seems a little
physical, so
crazy.
that's
why?
what
Because
my
I'm
job
already
is
charged.
here.
I'm already filing. That's the end of this. And
That's
I'm getting my
fine.
$20,000.
I will tase you.
His daughter was there because she hadn't gotten a $20,000
Oh, don't sit on the car. Don't sit on the car, ma'am. No.
That's the end of this. And I'm getting my $20,000.
I don't
His
think
daughter
one
was
is
there
enough.
because she hadn't gotten a $20,000 settlement check, which was due to her because of an incident at school. Believing her mail always came to her father's house, she claimed she was there to hunt for her settlement money. But in reality, she was there for revenge.
It's my entire home.
You have a seat.
There's
I'll
a surprise.
ruin your Porsche while I'm at it. Yeah, I'll fucking ruin your Porsche. I'll sit my ass
Don't. It's not the car's fault. It's not the car's fault.
right on it. My rich ass right on it. Because guess who made me rich, Daddy? A school shitting.
10-4.
A school that you weren't around for because you were at work making money and stuffing little with it. And then we want to talk about Eric? You want to talk about both Erics?
Right,
Yo,
that poor
get your
car.
princess ass wife over here. I'll beat the brakes off of her just cuz.
this is this is a lady. This is a, oh my god. Oh god. How's it going, Sir Anime?
And I'll do it when nobody's around while she's sleeping. Because nobody will know when I'm coming. Mother.
Are you sure you were raised in the right neighborhood? Like, why are we talking like this? Just relax. Just relax.
Nobody's around while she's sleeping.
Yeah,
Because
taser.
nobody will know when I'm coming. Mother. You dumb mother.
What are we here for today?
Yeah, the car's the true victim here.
Honestly, hypothetically speaking, if y'all weren't here, most likely, he wouldn't probably have a heartbeat. Or he would have this ring, eyeball.
You talk a big game. You talk a big game, but I I don't know.
Because honestly, I was gonna call you guys. I was gonna.
I'm gonna speak to your
Just 'cause
manager.
That princess.
Yeah, she thinks she's a baller. You know.
So tired of her running now. And controlling like. No, my stepmom.
What's her name?
I'm tired of her literally running this house when she broke up another house. And I told her I don't want to get you involved. And she's here running her fucking mouth here, and she's also running her mouth on my phone. I have it all.
So what are we trying to accomplish today?
Yes, what is our goal?
Honestly, you Baker Act him, and I get my money, and I get my domestic charge file going. So those are my three solutions, and I'm not leaving this fucking Porsche till I get it. And if anything, it's my house. I light this shit on fire.
Mouthing off to her father wasn't good enough for her. She claimed her father took disciplining too far, and she was going to press charges, hoping he would end up in prison. Yet the
How old is she? I honestly can't tell. And if she's a teenager, so you don't like rules. You don't like, or maybe you were acting in a like kind of like asshole, and so then he was treating, he's kind of like, treating you as such, and now we're mad. I don't understand. Yes, please do not become a Karen. Nobody, please. Yes, do not become a Karen. Nobody wants this.
officers were there to convince her that she was in fact trespassing and would be issued a trespass form. She
Well, there you go. So this isn't your house. Nice try. Okay. Let's try again.
ignored them though.
Mentally,
choosing
she's
instead
three,
to
yeah.
take an unwelcome dip in the pool.
Ain't nobody want to see this. Nobody wants to see. Oh no. Oh no. It's all, yeah, right? I don't know. I don't understand. This one's a little cuckoo.
I'm gonna do this chilling all day. I lost a lot of money yesterday. Just sitting here fighting for no reason.
Can
I know
we
he's signing an affidavit right now.
can we not?
The female officer is going to explain a form to you. Are you willing to come out front and talk to her?
I'm not moving from my pool. I'm wet.
If we get you
Okay, well, like, because you got in the pool, so that I don't think that hinders you from walking to the front of the house.
a towel, will you dry off?
Is the pool
I'm not on front and dry, but I need my jewel.
It's right here.
Then she
your
challenged the
jewel?
officer's right to trespass her from her daddy's property.
So not
When her
cool.
tantrum throwing failed, she gave in.
Off my property, or my other property.
Okay.
You can write my license plate down, find me. You won't. Let me get on my.
Oh no, why are we?
Ready?
Can we not get on the cars? Can we not get on the cars? It's just, they didn't do anything.
So this is the barring form. So you're being trespassed from this property. You can't return for 90 days. If you do, you'll be subject to arrest. Do you understand?
Can I take a picture of it? Because I'm just remarking.
You're going to get a copy of it. So I just need you to sign it.
Yeah, taser off. How's it going, Barkin? Good to see
Why would I
you.
sign it?
How you doing?
I live here. That doesn't
No.
make any sense, man. They're on the property.
He's going to go get your
See?
keys.
You don't even know where the f they are, you
Man,
puto.
you're gonna stay right
Go
here.
back the
Going to go grab your...
you're from, you fucking beaner.
Right, these poor
Get the fuck out of my
cars.
goddamn country, you
You're free.
Wow. Don't. Okay. We don't. Okay, so like now we're just getting downright nasty. This is just bad behavior.
Grab your...
Not
You're
okay.
from, you fucking beaner. Get the f out my goddamn country.
You're country. Okay, thank you, ma'am. I appreciate
Punto,
you.
beaner
I promise
ass.
you I've done way for this
Oh
country
my
than you'll ever do
gosh.
in your entire life. But
Yeah.
that's
Trust
fine,
me,
ma'am.
I make more money than you daily, and I spend it all. Your
Okay,
weekly check at the
good
booby
for you,
trap.
ma'am. You should get another tire. I don't recommend you driving a donut, okay?
How do you think? Why the
This cop's funny. This cop's great. You're to fix the debt. Yeah, right? Yes, yes, your racism is showing. Just because you're a little hangy doesn't mean that we need to mouth off like this.
check at the
Good
booby
for you,
trap?
ma'am. You should get another tire. I don't recommend you driving a donut, okay?
How do you think? Why the do you think I'm here?
Ma'am, I need you to get in the car and I need you to leave.
You're so
If you do not leave, you're going to go
Where's
to
my
jail.
debit card?
We don't have your debit card.
It's not here. Duh. I knew that.
Okay, have a
Why are we so nasty? Racism and your fupa are yes, both. Both are not okay. We don't want to see either.
We don't have your debit card.
It's not here. Duh. I knew that.
Okay, have a better day, ma'am.
Because I was coming.
Have a
He
better
invited
day.
me
Get in the
over.
car and leave or you're going to jail. This is your last warning. Yes.
Just when the officers thought that they had seen the last of the entitled brat, she drove back to the house.
Of
From
course
her
she did.
antics, it was clear she was
Of course
putting
she
up
did.
a pathetic act to get her father's attention, but the officers were there to do a job, and the job description didn't include cuddling entitled teenagers.
Ma'am, you're not free.
I can't believe this is a teenager. Jesus Christ. God.
And the job description didn't include cuddling entitled teenagers.
Ma'am, you're not free to leave. You're being detained for a traffic investigation at this time. Do you understand? Yes or no? Okay.
What are we doing? What? I'm with this guy over here. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Yeah, what is happening? Nobody knows.
Where is he? Who's got him? Him? Good.
What is your deal?
You better watch the f out, because I'll put it on him this time.
All right, ma'am. You're
lucky I-
under arrest for
There we
obstructing
go.
a traffic investigation. Do you
You
understand?
sure you don't want to give me for the trespassing? Come on, do what you do. No.
We're also going to tow your car for being on a public roadway.
Why? It's an emergency. You see
No,
my
it's blocking a private driveway.
What,
ma'am,
that I own?
that you're getting a citation for.
You don't own it. You can't. If you owned it, then you wouldn't be trespassing. You know.
Okay, baby, I can pay it off.
Good for you, ma'am.
Because I'll pay your instead.
Good for you.
Yeah, Daddy, all for you.
Even though she was already in
Ugh.
cuffs and being arrested,
Yes, cover
she
your
still
eyes.
couldn't learn, completely refusing to obey the officer's instruction.
Raise it for me. Raise it for me. I'll back both of you up because I'm just strong like that, baby.
Yeah, because you got that big back. Jesus, fuck, man. I don't know. She's nasty. I do not. Ugh. This is some nasty behavior. Which I don't know if this is like a parent issue. Like she just was raised as the little prince or big princess that she is. But this behavior is not okay.
The officer's instruction.
Raise it for me. Raise it for me. I'll back both of you up because I'm just strong like that, baby. When I'm mad, yeah, lock me up.
She's a little possessed, yeah.
Come on.
You're going to get put on the ground if you don't
Put me on the...
stop.
Don't, you won't do it because I'll take you down with me, brother.
She hulking out, I guess. Brother. Like, what is this? Like, who talks like this?
Trust me.
Especially for a woman. Like, ma'am.
Because you guys don't hurt me. This isn't hurting. See, I am...
We're not
She
trying to
is
hurt you,
crazy,
ma'am.
yeah.
The police don't hurt people like that.
Don't they? Kill me.
Suffering from main character syndrome. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it seems like, yes, we have... This is prime example.
Police don't hurt people like that.
Don't
How's it
they?
going,
Kill
Goku?
me.
I'm not going to...
Woo, there we go.
Do you understand, ma'am?
All right,
that
come
you are
on,
just
shut up,
serving an
shut up,
additional
shut up.
charge?
I'll shut up. I'll shut up.
Okay. You understand that you
How'd that work out for you? You know, we talked a really big game about how we were gonna be fucking everybody up, but I don't, you know, you're the one who got thrown down to the ground pretty easily.
are under arrest.
I'm killing
if
myself.
you continue to resist, you are going to keep
Oh my
incurring
God.
charges. Do you understand, ma'am?
Yes,
Yes or no?
officer.
Go grab the car. I'll switch positions with you. That's your side, ma'am.
Right, and
No, I
tackle.
can't.
When fighting wasn't achieving anything, she decided to change tactics, hoping to get some sympathy.
I think you actually don't understand that you have to go to the main jail.
Mental issues, and you have to understand. I'm totally okay right now. I smoked my weed this morning.
I smoked my weed this morning, so therefore I'm totally okay. Somehow I don't feel like that checks out. I think we skipped our meds this morning.
I'm totally okay right now. I smoked my weed this morning. I was going to get my mail, and guess what? It wasn't in the mailbox because he lied. And he invited me over. I can show you the text.
Okay, well then he asked you to leave.
Like, I'm not gonna invite myself over there just cause.
But we asked you to leave, ma'am, and then you left and you decided to come back.
Why I went over there? No, you don't, because you weren't working yesterday. Choose this.
Nobody cares. You were told that you're gonna be trespassing. You were told not to be there. Nobody nobody gives a shit about like what the reasoning is, right? It clearly like you don't own the house. He doesn't want you there. There's obviously some issues going on between you and your dad, which is between you and your dad, and that's nobody else's business but between you and him. So I don't know what you expect this cop to do.
Why I went over there? No.
Yeah,
Because you weren't
this
working
is
yesterday. Choose
fucking
this.
baby care in here.
I'm so sorry. I just want to be here, and this is the shit that they give me, and they wanted me.
Claiming she had
Like we're just hopping around like the different stages of grief here, and now she like, why are you saying you're sorry?
And this is the shit that they give me, and they want.
Tuba, how's it
claiming
going?
she had a mental illness didn't stop the officers from charging her with resisting police officers, improper parking, double parking, and driving without a license. While the previous suspect was suffering from daddy issues, the next entitled princess was a criminal who expected daddy to save her after risking people's lives.
I'm at the nearest police station.
Oh my fuck. Okay, hold on. This is Jesus Christ. What is this gremlin voice coming out of her? Right, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. Insomnia? Oh no. Well, I will be on for a couple hours at least. I know my ears too. I turned it down.
Now.
On the 8th of September 2022, an elderly
Turn
lady
it down a little
dialed
bit.
911
I apologize. I did not realize it was gonna be that bad.
to report an accident on the side of a busy road. The old lady, who turned out to be the victim, explained to the police that she was about to drive out onto the road when another car came running into hers. The driver that caused the accident was Christina. After talking to her for a couple of seconds, it was obvious
She like
was not
ugly
on the
crying.
wheel.
Are you in the roadway yet or no? You were right here?
Yeah.
So you were stopped right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, so
I turned it down. It was a lot louder.
Yep. And the insurance for your car? And then I'll meet up with you in a sec. You just wait right over here for me, okay? Alright. Do you have a driver's license on you? And your insurance?
I want to call my dad first.
Okay, but I still need
Yeah.
your driver's license and insurance, okay?
Why?
What
Because
happened?
that woman is going off her rocker.
What happened today?
My grandma died.
I'm sorry.
That's what happened
Today?
Okay.
today.
I'm so sorry.
And I was going to the special cemetery.
The officer tried to get her own side of the story, but the slurred speech, lack of focus, and spontaneous outbursts suggested that she had been hitting the bottle a little too hard. Yet, when asked if she had been drinking, she lied.
So, what happened here? How did this occur? How did the accident-
Because she was too close to my end.
End.
when I
Okay.
went into there and I told, you know what? Tell her to stop
just taking her whatever photo she needs for the.
Yeah, she is sloshed. Right, yeah, just take a breath, calm down. I mean, I don't think you can gather your thoughts because I think we are too inebriated for that. But just, we're gonna do our best to, kind of get through this, I guess. How's it going, Mike?
Insurance. Okay? That's not your driver's
Yeah,
license.
she's drunk.
What's my crime? Go ahead and chase me again.
Driver's license.
Yep. So how much did you drink today?
None.
None. No. I'm gonna hit X for doubt. I think the question is, how much did we drink and what else did we do?
I have two
Yep.
different breathalyzer things in my car.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do.
Where are they?
Did you not see me point to them?
It's gonna be like those are garage door openers.
Well, those are garage door openers.
Oh no, is I was just kidding. I was just joking. Oh my god. She did not try to play that off. Oh god. Right, nose candy doesn't count as drink.
Did you not see me point to them?
True.
Those are garage door openers.
Which are also breathalyzing submission.
Hey, we learn something new every day. Your garage door opener can be a breathalyzer thingy, too. They serve two purposes. Never knew that.
Oh.
As if presenting an active
Oh.
as her driver's license wasn't enough proof of intoxication, Christina decided to raise
Yeah,
things
she's
up a notch
fucked.
by presenting her wet phone.
All right, Christina, I need your phone number for the report.
They say I pass every time. Yeah. Yeah. So as far as we know, ours says, we are fine 100% of the time.
By presenting her wet phone.
All right, Christina, I need your phone number for the report.
Yeah, and I'm gonna talk to
Okay.
in private.
That's
Not the booger sugar.
I know it's a hand wrap.
It's a hand wrap.
phone. It's
We are living in just amazing times. We got this hand wrap that is also a phone.
still a phone. Okay?
Oh, it's a phone too.
Don't you know what?
Yeah. This cop is great though. It's just like, oh, okay. Yeah, definitely.
Don't
Have agreed to disagree. Yeah. You're so sincere.
remain me as a dumb.
I'm not.
Yeah, you did. You said,
say you're trying to find your
Christina, I'm
phone.
trying to.
At this point,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Christina, I'm trying to.
At this point, it was obvious Christina was way too drunk to be driving.
Sometimes you just gotta,
Protocol required officers to conduct
accept
a
reality.
test. As you would expect, there was no way she was about to pass the test.
I think you're the retarded one. Oh,
But well, ma'am, I mean, you are free to your opinion.
She was about to pass the test.
I think you're the retarded one. Oh, I can't wait for you to meet my father.
Okay, follow the tip of the pen.
I am you.
Oh God.
All right,
Oh.
you can.
What you want me to stand on my hand with 1, 2
No.
feet? I can't do that.
Yes, that's very obvious. Yes.
Regardless.
No, look.
Sure. Yeah. Right.
5.
She wants another one.
You know what? I want my attorney.
You know what's sad is that he's talking to her like she's a toddler, and that because I feel like that's like the only way that you're gonna be able to kind of like keep her under control. Because I think if he were to be like a real asshole and get kind of like aggressive with her, I think she'd fly off the handle. But the fact that he's talking to her like she's a toddler is kind of sad. It's like pretty embarrassing for her. I mean, she is acting like one, but I mean, he's kind of. I mean, I feel like he's dealing with this very like appropriately. For he's keeping her like for the most part pretty calm. Is it breath? Yeah.
I want my attorney.
Okay, stop.
Present.
Stop.
I
stop,
want.
Stop.
No, you
All right,
do
turn
not
around.
touch
Christina, turn
me.
around. Put
You
your
do
hands
not
behind your back.
touch me.
Turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
I want to talk to
Turn around.
my
Put your hands
attorney.
behind your back. You can call them when we get to the station. Turn around, please. Okay?
You are
Turn
hurting me.
Turn around. All right. You're under arrest for DUI.
While her arrest was without commotion, she decided to start screaming at the station. From her point of view, nobody is allowed to arrest
How's it going,
people
Gus?
whose grandma passed away. And the more the officers tried to calm her down, the worse she became.
I bet it did.
Talk to my dad.
But I still have to.
It's his mom who is.
Right? You're hurting my ego.
I want to talk to my dad.
But I still have to.
It's his mom who is getting buried today.
Then why'd you get sloshed? Like, I understand it sucks, but like, why did you decide to get this hammered? And I guess if you were going to be this hammered, maybe you should have gotten a driver or something, you know, gotten an Uber, gotten somebody else to drive you around.
Still have to.
It's his mom who is getting buried today.
Sorry.
How do you not have a goddamn heart?
Because you don't have a heart for ugly criers. Ugh, stop. Ugh.
I do.
No, you don't.
And I tried speaking to
No, you don't.
Okay.
Because of what was going on.
And I understand that.
He's gonna want to deal with this burying his mom. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, like, congratulations. Like, you've ruined everybody's day. Like, if, like, let's just say this is true. This is true, right? You shit on everybody's day for this, which is like, I don't know. I'd fucking leave her ass in jail too if if this is what called me on the day that I had to, like, you know, bury my mom, I would leave your ass in there. I'd be like, whatever. Like, you're not coming here. I'm not coming to deal with you. You can stay there.
Okay.
Because of what was going
There's open bar at the wake? Yeah, maybe.
I'm not under the influence, you.
Jesus Christ. Right, she's very cringe. Rolling up to at the yeah, I can't. This is like so secondhand embarrassment.
Dumb shit.
Okay.
I want my phone.
So let me explain.
Hitting on her cousins.
I hope someone in your family dies and you can't make it.
I'm not necessarily, I don't think she's lying necessarily, but at the same time I find it odd based off of her attire that she was coming from a funeral to go bury her grandma. Unless, like, maybe they were doing that and they were just going to the cemetery, then I guess. But I feel like, I don't know, something just, I don't know. I just get that feeling.
Now, I hope someone in your
She does look like she's gonna
family dies
explode.
and you can't make it.
Wow.
Give me my goddamn phone now.
Yet the officers weren't the only ones who suffered from her intoxication. After ranting along with some childish tantrums, Christina was finally allowed to speak with her dad. The conversation that followed was not what you would expect from a person asking for help.
Because I'm guessing that this is the last thing that her dad needs to has to be dealing with. Yeah, she was lying about being drunk, but I don't know. I just, like, I'm not trying to say, like, I believe her or I don't believe her about, like, if this is the day that she's supposed to be burying her grandma, but I don't know. I feel like, you know, it's just kind of, I just kind of get that feeling too, but
Dad.
her volume control, yes.
Coming to your mother's funeral.
Why would you word it this way? Oh, she's so nasty.
Coming to your mother's
It was at this moment she knew. You know?
Okay? Yeah. So you tell your sister that she is not part of my family.
Why would you do this? Why would you make this phone call like this? Oh my god. This is terrible. Oh my god, this is absolutely terrible behavior. Before, yeah, I know.
She is not part of my family. They said that I'm under the influence. I'm at the Night Police
Yeah.
Station. Come and get me now. And tell
You cannot. Oh my God, yes, I would be leaving her ass here, and I'd be like, we like, I don't know what I would do. I don't, I think if this was me, this would not be my daughter anymore. I think that would probably this would probably make like do something in me, or I'd be like, I don't have a daughter anymore. Like fuck this. As your father's mother, right?
Now! And tell your sister to go off! I don't ever want to talk to your sister ever again! I don't care! Come get my now!
That's not how that should work for you at all. At all. Oh my god. What an ugly person. Ugh.
Unfortunately for Christina, her dad could not save her. She was charged with driving under the influence of alcohol, failing to reduce
Good
speed
luck, have
control,
fun, and just hang up. Yeah.
lane usage. She was,
Get
however,
fucked, stay
later
fucked.
released on bond. While Christina made wrong decisions, the next rich kid made all the right moves and calls. Yet he couldn't escape the consequences.
It should be just, yeah, I mean, that is just nasty behavior.
In 2023, the Florida Fish and Wildlife.
Yeah, right? Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess too, like, we don't know how, like, what type of parents these are. Like, sometimes, like, the parents kind of create that kind of person too. So, like, you're paying snack tax.
Officers pulled over a group of rich kids having a joyride on Daddy's boat. They caught the officers' attention when they created a large wave while driving really fast in an idle speed zone. The drivers and passengers passed all the boating requirements, from licenses and documents to life jackets and fire extinguishers. Everything seemed to be in order, but the officer noticed something off about the driver.
So let me ask you a question. Have you anything to drink today?
No, sir.
Not a single drop of alcohol then?
No, sir.
Okay, because I see your eyes, right? I can get the smell of an alcoholic beverage coming from the vessel as well.
I'm not gonna lie, all these
Me and
people have
Kimberly
that
are a
alcoholic
little.
beverage.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep,
Yeah, me and
I'm
Kim
the
have been
captain
a
today.
little.
Okay.
She brought her friends out. This is my brother being my second-hand man on the boat.
Yeah.
We
All
brought
right.
them out to have a good time.
All right.
The driver denied any allegations of being under the influence, and he was
Scared in the, oh, that is a good saying, Gus.
until the officer offered to hold him accountable.
Oh,
to
it
be
was
sure he
invisible.
wasn't
Oh, no.
intoxicated. This is when his entitlement started rearing its ugly head.
So here's what I'd ask for you to do then. If you'd be willing to step over to my boat, we'll perform standard field sobriety tests to make sure that you're safe to operate. If you are, I'll have you on your way.
I heard how my tits turned on over here. My bad. It should work now. I didn't have my tits.
It's kind of a trick question.
No trick question. It's as simple as
You refer to me as the captain.
that.
I come from a.
It's definitely not the right call. Yeah, definitely not.
I'm not trying to entrap you.
I feel trapped, honestly.
I'm asking you just a simple question, sir.
I promise you, I am totally capable of taking this boat right back
Okay.
to Jerry's dockside. But without a lawyer present, I feel somewhat
Look at me.
suffocated
I am your
to
captain
step
now.
onto your boat.
You don't have to. It's your choice.
But does it put me in a worse spot than you just arrest
Listen,
me?
I have. Here, let me tell you this.
You said you're gonna arrest me if I don't.
I have to make an arrest decision
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You're good.
based on the observations that I've seen.
Which is.
Right? He's just name dropping.
I'm just telling you. Right? Are you coming over or not, sir?
No, I'm gonna call
All right, then
a
you
lawyer.
are placed under arrest. Go ahead, put your phone down. Grab
Why
your
are you gay?
Stop. Grab your life jacket out of here. Put the life jacket on for me, and then you're coming over here.
The driver's friend was able to reach his family, who tried to find.
I thought that. Bro, the arrow. Come on.
On for me, and then
That
you're
was so
coming over
bad.
here.
The driver's
Zoom.
friend was able to reach his family, who tried to find a loophole in the officer's instructions. But since they were far away, even that proved difficult.
Let me ask real fast. Excuse me, sir. What does the field sobriety test consist of?
It's a
I tried to ask
standardized,
that and I didn't get the answer.
standardized tasks.
Standardized
Which
test
entails of.
in regulation to road sobriety test.
There's a waterborne version as well.
There's a waterborne version of a field sobriety test that is similar or not to the road sobriety.
Are you coming over?
You have to answer the question.
I don't have to
That's my
answer this.
representation.
I don't have to answer this lady's question.
No, your dad said he's calling your lawyer. Right now.
I am
He'll
the
call me back
captain
in
now.
2 seconds.
According to the
but I don't have to get off my boat.
Officer, Florida state law dictates that the driver's only option is to agree to a sobriety test or not. Since he was trying to get out of the arrest, they decided to play a stalling game until the officer started losing his patience. Fortunately, his father...
Yeah, what is with this, like, medium, like, life jacket thing he's got on around his neck? Like, it looks like it's made for, like, a child.
a stalling game until the officer started losing his patience. Fortunately, his father called right on time to give instructions on the best way to follow things through.
Yes or no? Are you coming over? Because I'm not going to stand here and keep playing this game. I've already given you...
Trey is so tiny. I mean, I feel like if I had this life vest on, it'd probably... I mean, I feel like it'd be even small on me, you know, for somebody who's, like, very short in stature. But, like, it looks like a child life vest.
Yep, I'm here. You're on speaker with the sheriff here. Especially on the water while
I mean, it probably would work a little bit.
We'll take the arrest rather than the field
Hang up the phone, sir.
I'm not hanging up.
All right, we'll put the phone down then.
Larson's got my back on that?
After a few minutes of back and forth on the phone call, it became apparent
Yeah,
to the
I know,
entitled
right?
kid that his dad...
I mean, he just looks smug. He's just a smug little shit.
Dad could not save him. Regardless of what option he chose, he was going to end up arrested. But to make sure there was no actual evidence of intoxication that could be used against him on a future date, he was instructed to surrender for the arrest.
All right, go ahead and turn around for me.
Yes, please.
Turn around for me, sir.
Oh God, please take his mugshot with the life vest on, though.
For the arrest.
All right, go ahead and turn around for me.
Yes, please.
Turn around for me, sir. Put your hands behind your back. Don't cross them over for me. There you go. Thank you.
I'm just gonna comply.
I appreciate that.
I hate to say it, but you guys just caused a wake through a wake zone. Sorry.
I hate to say it, but bro, this life is killing me. I hate to say it, man, but this medium life vest you got on it ain't doing a whole lot.
Yeah, you're damn right you did.
All right, illusionary, get some good sleep. Thanks for hanging out.
No, there's a wake's a wake.
So everybody's different, right? So this is idle for this boat. Your bow's fully settled in water.
Yeah, and I could.
You're going to jail. How's it
His
going,
boat
Mal?
was driven to the dock by the officers, and his friends were free to leave. He was taken to the station and charged with boating under the influence, careless vessel operation, and operating a vessel in a prohibited manner. Following his trial, he was sentenced to 12 months of probation. While the previous suspect called his dad for help, the next suspect called her mom to the scene of her crime.
Mama, was something else, and you can split in the pay for it. It's crazy.
Yeah, but when she pushed me and it was
got that
trying to talk.
Fuck. I mean, I guess I don't know what how like DUI stuff works. You know, as far as, I mean, like, he didn't hurt anybody. Could he have? Yes, but because he didn't, like, is that why he just got 12 months of probation? I'm guessing his dad probably has something to do with it.
In July 2023, League City Police...
You just had to do Conjuring? It was alright? Would you say it was better than most? Or it was just kind of like mediocre?
Officers responded to a theft report at a Walmart supercenter. By the time the authorities arrived, the culprit, Danye, had already escaped in a silver Ford Mustang. But it didn't take long for another police unit to track her down and pull her over.
Evening.
So juggling? I agree. I agree with
so
that.
We got a call from Walmart right there, 1701 West Evans 646.
The lady I was talking to, she told me that it was this few stuff that was missing. I said, okay, then I would try to scan it, but I'm in a rush. And she was like, no, you finna go in our office and you're gonna get arrested. I was like, arrested for what? I could pay for the stuff.
Okay,
arrested for what? I can pay for this stuff. So, like, why didn't you? If you
You want to get arrested? I was like, arrested for what? I could pay for the stuff.
Okay, so I haven't talked to her at all.
Yeah, the lady.
The issue was over some items that
It
weren't scanned
varies,
at the
yeah.
Walmart self-checkout point. When staff found out and confronted her, Danye claimed she was ready to pay for them, but Walmart wanted to make an example of her and get the authorities involved. After a little bit of investigating, it turns out Danye wasn't giving the full story.
Okay, so
Well, there's a fucking surprise. It was just like, yeah, I ain't paying for shit. Walking out. Why is it always Walmart? Hey, we did see a lot of Targets. We've seen some Targets, but yes, Walmart, very popular. Very popular.
Investigating, it
I'm
turns
shocked.
out Danye wasn't giving the full story.
Okay, so tell me everything that happened then.
She stopped me, so I was walking out, finished show the lady my
Oh,
receipt,
it could have been
and
like a
then
self-checkout
she was like,
thing.
"You can go," and then another lady stopped me, and she was like, it was a few items missed in. I was like, okay, I'll pay for it. And she was like, no, I'm sorry, you got to go in the office and we're going to call the police. And I was like, why would I get arrested? Over what? 2 yogurts? Whatever that wasn't scanned in the bread? Okay. Something that's probably not even under $100. I told her I'd pay for it. And that's where I was going. I was going to turn back around and pay for it because I was on the phone with my mom.
I was gonna turn around and go pay for it, but you still didn't. You didn't scan the items that you should have paid for. What else can we tack on to our excuses here?
I told her I'd pay for
Right?
it.
It's called shoplifting. It's called stealing.
I'm like, if I didn't pay for 2 yogurts and a bread or whatever the case may be, then I would pay for it. But all that bumping me and telling me, threatening me that I'm gonna go to jail, and I just told you I'm in a rush.
Because if you were stealing, you are stealing, and that is not good, and there are consequences to stealing. Nobody gives a fuck if you're in a rush to get anywhere.
I have to meet someone.
Well, so tell me what all happened.
So she was at self-checkout. She had never tried to remove the items from the basket and then was using other bagged merchandise to cover up some protein powder, some protein bars, cleaning chemicals, and a thing of rolls. So I had paused her transaction. The cashier went over there, wasn't able to make a correction. So she continued to keep the merchandise concealed, and then she passed all points of sale on the grocery side. I stopped her. She recognized me in a conversation. She was saying she's in a rush, and I said, you need to come with me because otherwise you're going to have a warrant out for your arrest. And she said she just refused and said no, and ditched the basket and then went and got in her car and left the car.
Okay. How much was it that she didn't pay for? Do you know?
$48.39.
True to Danye's word, the unscanned items from the
Well, there you go. There you go. And I'm guessing that if you go, I'm sure you can probably go watch the footage too of her hiding all the shit that she was trying, to get for free. So,
you know,
$48.39.
True to Danye's word, the unscanned items from the store
that accountability allergy affects a lot of people these days.
were not up to $100, which was an amount that a rich, spoiled girl driving a $46,000 Mustang would definitely be able to afford. Yet some things weren't adding up. A little more questioning revealed that the actual bill was $96 and Danye only paid for half of it. Then the entitled teenager decided she wanted a refund, which helped the officers find out more about her transaction.
Hey, are you able to refund this girl's money that she paid?
Only if I have the EBT card and the receipt.
Only if you have the, what's the EDT card?
EBT food stamps?
She's on food stamps. Bro.
And the receipt.
Only if you have the, what's the EDT card?
EBT food stamps?
The food stamps? Okay. She has the receipt.
Yeah, right. If she's on food stamps, she's driving that nice a car. Like, yeah, excuse me.
And I can ask her about getting the EDT card for you.
Yeah, because it has, unfortunately, for a refund, that was like where food stamps were used, it has to have the physical card there.
Alright, I'll ask her. Her mom's going to pick up her vehicle and she's going to jail, obviously, for the theft. Alright, and then we'll issue her the CTW as well once we get everything taken care of out here. And then I'll be down there in a second.
Okay, sounds good.
Bitch. Hey, so in order for Walmart to refund you the stuff that you actually paid for, I guess because you used some food stamps or something.
I guess so. Well, I mean, like, what if she doesn't even pay for her car though? It's like her parents, but then like she's still like, what? Like what? Either way, if you're driving this car, like I don't think you should be on food stamps.
Paid for.
Like I
I
don't
guess
like what the
because you
fuck.
use some food stamps or something, they need like the physical EDT card that you had. Do you have that?
Yeah, I do.
So they need the receipt and that card.
Right, yeah, like it could be her parents' car. That is true. But then it's like what are y'all doing on I don't know. That just seems a little
And they can refund you everything that you paid for, so that you don't have to worry about going to pick it up. Yeah.
Although the officer
I have
had all the
questions.
information he needed, protocol dictates he watched the surveillance footage before charging her.
Pans, she had two of, but she just scanned them one on top and then bagged them both.
And this is all $49 worth?
Well, she's got those protein bars and that protein powder.
I didn't realize this stuff was that expensive.
Oh, fuck yeah. Protein powder is not cheap. Protein bar is also not cheap. Yes. Yes, it is. I mean, that seems like that's probably like reasonably priced because there's protein powder that's fucking like $80 for like a month's worth, if you're lucky.
This stuff was that expensive.
Well, that protein bar or protein powder alone is $25.98.
Jesus.
And then
Oh yeah. No, protein is not cheap. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, the first lady did throw the race card out. I mean, well, I guess she was just being racist, but
and those protein bars are $9.
yep.
Adding up.
But she got Gatorade protein bars. Those aren't cheap because we buy those. Those aren't they're not exactly you're not saving a whole lot of money.
Bars are $9. Starts adding up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she's just covering the whole time.
Yeah. And you stopped her outside?
No,
Yeah, that I don't know. Like I feel a little torn on I guess the protein bars I don't necessarily really have any issue with it being on like the EBT. Protein powder, I don't know. Like I feel kind of torn on protein powder because I feel like if you're single, I don't know if there's any sort of regulation on like what you decide, like if you want protein powder or protein bars and you're a single person that just that is on food stamps. Like I don't know how I feel about that. If you're buying protein powder and you have kids, I don't think that that's necessarily a very responsible move. So I guess I have like mixed, I had kind of like mixed feelings on that.
stopped her like right here.
Okay. There she is. Yeah. What time is that? 17:42?
Yeah. She's like, hey girl, you still work here? I was like, yeah, we need to talk. Can't touch her, but I never touched her.
Yeah, she said something like that out there too, but I was like, I haven't even, because that was before I had called you, I was like, I haven't even talked to her. Like, so I don't know.
Like,
what
I had
the heck
stepped
you're
in front of her
talking
and I
about.
was like, hey, like, don't, but I never.
Being a former employee, it seems Danye had enough experience with the self-checkout scanners. But she didn't know that the cameras would reveal everything she lied about, down to the confrontation with her former colleague. While the officer was checking the cameras, his partner was dealing with Danye's aggressive mother.
Is it needed for hypoglycemia? Right. Well, I'm just saying, like, if you don't have any kids, I guess I don't like I don't know because I feel like protein powder is not bad for you, right? Like it's like there's nothing bad about it, but I also feel like in some cases, like if you are trying to make the most of like what you have, like and it's like maybe like you and your wife or whatever, or you and your husband, and you get protein powder and maybe that's like a meal replacement for you of some sort during the day. I think that like that's I don't know if I really have a problem with that, but I also feel like if you have kids, that if you buy protein powder that's $50, that $50 could have probably been distributed better to probably feed your whole family as opposed, because I don't think your kids are going to be having protein powder, right? Like that, I feel like that's kind of like a selfish thing if you are trying like to support your family and feed your family. So I don't know. I feel like it's kind of I don't really know. I don't know if I'm necessarily like for or against it necessarily.
Officer was
Have a
checking
good
the
night,
cameras.
GB.
His
Thanks
partner
for
was
hanging
dealing
out.
with Danye's aggressive mother.
Oh yeah, you can definitely get cheaper protein, but I feel like that's not what they're doing though either, right? So I mean, I guess if you put the cheap protein available for that, then like maybe that's fine. I don't know. I guess I guess I'm indifferent.
I want something else, and you was willing to pay for it. It's crazy. Yeah, but when she pushed me and it was trying to talk.
Here's the problem. Everybody always conveniently forgets to scan things.
But still,
That's what they
some
always
stuff
say.
don't pick up on it. People don't always
The
just
Gucci protein.
sometimes they have scanners they don't even.
I mean, my protein is it's. I mean, we get ours off of Amazon, and I mean, it's not. I would say it's like I guess somewhat affordable, but I mean, like we're not on food stamps either, though. So and sell it for cash, a way to get money instead of food stamps. Oh yeah, I guess that's true too. I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't really think. I guess if I think of all the things that people were spending money or using their food stamps on, protein powders and protein stuff is kind of pretty low. I would say. I say it's lower on the list of concerning things. Like I don't think you should be able to buy lobster, like lobster tails and like $20 steaks on it, I like because that's there to help you feed yourself and your family, and you probably want to see, like uh you want to make that go for as long as possible or try to get as much as possible. So I don't I feel like, if I were to I guess rank like where protein would be, it would be like lower as far as something that I would think is like concerning or something that like I agree or disagree with, 35 to 40 hours and had food stamps. Yeah, I mean I'm not saying that I think it's I don't think food stamps are bad, honestly. I really don't. Um but I do think that there's probably like I think that if you use it responsibly, I think it's good, but I think that there's a lot of people that don't use it very responsibly. I guess if I guess maybe that's like what I guess more my point is I think that there's people that use them very responsibly, use it for like what its intended purposes, and then there's a lot of people that abuse it. So, but then that makes and so like I don't necessarily feel like it's right to punish the people that are using it responsibly, but at the same time it's kind of like, we definitely have like some problems with it. But I don't necessarily I don't think it's necessarily bad. Using it hurts people who use yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like a lot of things. Just like when you have law-abiding citizens and, we have bad actors and then law-abiding citizens get punished. You know?
Everybody always
Tweaker, sweater hats, and hippies, yeah.
That's what they always say.
Pick up on it. People don't always just pay attention to that. Sometimes they have scanners that don't even work. Somebody, if it was somebody standing there that's working at self checkout, they could have had at least seen that.
What's Mama driving up here? Because this car looks kind of nice too. So you got two nice cars.
Right then and there, and some that didn't get scanned. So it ain't like she was stealing. Look what she got on. She got nothing in her purse. And she was buying
I hear you. I get
That's
it.
not right though.
Okay.
Well,
Do you have your
Take a rip pellet on hand. There you go.
No matter what Mummy said, the fact remained that Danye did steal from the store, and the evidence against her was crystal clear. Interestingly, Danye only seemed to be more concerned about her reputation.
I know that
I believe that.
The process of taking the picture and the handprints. Will I be posted on that page?
Girl, you gonna be famous. Look at you. You're all over the YouTubes.
Will I be posted on that page? It's a crazy question, but my reputation means a lot to me.
We don't release anything to any page.
No, not you. But do you know what the page I'm
Right? Yeah. Imagine that.
on Facebook, the busted page?
Oh no, we don't do that. That's not something you need to worry about.
Okay.
In the end, Danye was issued a trespass warrant and banned from setting foot in that Walmart store ever again.
God, banned from Walmart. What a way to go. You got banned from Walmart. Congratulations. Congratulations. You played yourself. All right, let me go take a quick break and then we will continue. Right? That is quite the accomplishment, getting banned from Walmart. Like, good job. Good job. All right. I will be back. All right. I am back. Oh, hold on. I gotta restart my VTuber. We're wigging out. Hold on. What happened? Thank you, thank you. Yeah, poof. There. Okay. All right. We don't look so crazy now. I don't know what happened. That was we were looking a little crazy for a second. My bad. I don't know if my camera like lost tracking for a second or what happened, but all right. Right? That's a good magic trick. All right, survival myths that would actually get you killed. This one kind of sounds like a fun one.
Survival myths that would actually get you killed. You and your best bro are sitting on the couch watching TV, bored out of your mind. You're flipping through the channels when you see somebody you recognize. It's the British guy who goes outside and drinks his own pee for fun. After watching him squeeze elephant poop into his mouth to drink water,
annoy
you
you.
decide to go outside and test your survival capabilities. And also test how real common survival knowledge really is in practice. Because let's be real, whether you're an outdoorsy person or not, we've all heard survival...
I am like not an outdoorsy person, so I am curious to know what's gonna be in here. Diseases.
Tips at some point in our life. Are these tips
Yay,
that we've always
diseases.
just accepted as truth actually life-saving, or could they potentially get you killed? And with you and your friends being inspired, you both pack your bags and head out the door for the adventure of a lifetime, not knowing whether or not this would be your last adventure. You were just dropped in an extremely remote location by a helicopter, and as you watch the helicopter fly off, you and your friend are now completely alone, left to your own devices, and your sole goal
Death
is
by
to survive
elephant
and make it home using only the knowledge that you've heard in passing. Before you and your friend
God, that sucked though. Can you imagine? What a way to go.
can even
Boom,
take your
thank you
first
for the
steps, you
follow.
need to first understand what direction should you go. And before you could even
Welcome
think,
on
your
in.
friend says, why don't we go north? And while you agree, you have a question. How do we know which way is north? But luckily, everybody knows if you want to know which direction is north, all you have to do is find a tree with moss on it, because moss will only grow on the north side of the tree. So you and your friend begin walking until you notice a tree that has moss growing on the bottom of it. And as you approach the tree, that you can see that the moss is in your direction, meaning that if you just do a 180 and start turning around, you'll be going north. Although, just to be sure, you take a quick look around the tree and realize that there isn't only moss on the north side, there's moss on the north, south.
He's a drink. Yeah, that does not sound like a good idea. That doesn't sound like a good idea. But no, but yeah, I haven't heard this one.
Look around the tree and realize that there isn't only moss on the north side, there's moss on the
Like-
north, south, east, and west side.
Yeah,
This
I
tree
thought
trunk
moss
is
grew, like, on all
completely covered
sides.
in moss, and it's not the only one. All of these tree trunks have moss all over them, meaning that you have no idea which way is north, and also debunking this myth that moss is somehow a compass. But this myth isn't just straight out of a fairy tale. There is some basis of reality here, although it's just not
How's it
fully
going,
accurate
Boom?
or reliable at all. According to Michigan State University,
I've never heard that one. I can't say I've ever heard of that one. And that I would just, I mean, I'm not super outdoorsy, but I would think that moss would grow on all sides of a tree.
it is more likely for moss to grow more prominently on the north side of trees and rocks, although moss can
I'm
grow
doing good.
basically anywhere, meaning that if you are using
How's
moss
it
to
going,
navigate,
Light?
you are
Good to
setting
see
yourself
ya.
up for failure, and in a survival situation, setting yourself up for your own possible demise. And while I like organic stuff as much as the next person, I'm gonna stick to my GPS, or at least to my compass when it comes to navigation. Feeling
Yeah.
slightly foolish and a bit betrayed, you and your friend decide to confirm which direction is north with your compass and begin moving. So far, this walk is pleasant, and the forest that you guys are in is beautiful and lush. And this
Prefers to avoid direct sunlight. Oh, okay. So like that makes sense, but then depending on like where the like could like a lot of the tree get a lot of sun? Is that why it would show up like around it? Like around the whole thing? I have no idea. I I have no clue.
steps begin to fly by, and you and your friend are almost lost in conversation when your friend realizes something utterly terrifying. Because the vegetation on the ground is so lush, it's almost
You're raw dogging
impossible
it,
to see
yeah.
what's lurking around your feet.
That would make more sense. That would make more sense of like, you know, like like where the sun is. That would make more sense. This is survival mist that would actually get you killed. The other side, some lady was flipping us off. It was so random. What? That's crazy, Light. What the hell?
Because the vegetation on the ground is so lush, it's
Almost
almost impossible
everywhere?
to see what's
Oh.
lurking around your feet. And while your friend
That's a good
wasn't looking
point.
down, a venomous snake was able to slither onto his boot, up his pant leg, and wrap around your friend's thigh. But the snake didn't just end there. This snake, straight out of Data University, decided to bite your friend directly on the crotch. And by the time you even noticed the snake wrapped around your
It
friend's
was
leg, it was
funny.
too late. And
That seems like that's so random though. Like just some random person just gave me the finger. Like what?
directly on the crotch. And by the time you even noticed the snake wrapped
Eventually
around
to
your friend's leg, it
civilization.
was too late,
Ooh.
and your friend was screaming in agony. Fortunately, you were able
That's
to
good
quickly
knowledge to
grab the
have.
snake and throw it off into the wilderness. But now you are left with a massive problem. Your friend has just been bitten by a venomous snake. But fortunately, he has a survival tip. It's common knowledge that when somebody receives a venomous snake bite, the best thing to do is immediately suck out the venom, right? It's
Ew.
illogical. The entry wound is still fresh. If you can pull the toxins directly out of the wound, you're only dealing with a small cut and not any venom being directly injected into your bloodstream.
I have to amputate. Well, yeah, cut off your ding dong.
It's perfectly logical. And although the placement may be a bit unfortunate, you'd be willing to help your friend out if it was life or death. But in reality, this
Wait, but like he got bit on his peen. You're you're gonna no.
may be a bit unfortunate, you'd be willing to help your
Yes,
friend
poor
out if it was life or death. But in reality, this practice wouldn't be helpful at all. And here's how. Like I mentioned, it may seem initially logical that you would want to remove the venom by any means possible. And some people have even suggested that you should cut the injection site of the fang to make it bigger to be able to suck out more venom. But the reality is this. Once a snake has bitten its victim, there is no way for you to suck out
I
any
would think
meaningful amount
that
of
wouldn't
venom.
work.
And if you were to cut the bite location, you would only be making the wound bigger, causing a higher chance of infection. Speaking of infection, putting your bacteria-ridden mouth on your friend's
Ooh,
fresh
yeah,
wound is only
right.
going to increase the chances of introducing bacteria directly into your friend's fresh
True. Yes, he could. It would be a bittersweet moment.
wound. And while it is possible to suck out a small amount of venom, it is not going to be a large enough amount to save your friend's life. However, it could be a large enough amount to cause yourself serious bodily harm or potentially even death as well. So yeah, even though your friend was extremely keen on you removing the venom out of his wound the good old-fashioned way, you luckily both had access to Google just for this brief amount of time. And you were able to confirm that
I suck on my friend. That seems like a dangerous term to Google here.
this practice was outdated and potentially deadly and fatal to both of you. And the best course of action would
All
be
you
to
do is
limit
suck
your
it
friend's
out,
mobility.
yeah.
This way, the venom would travel through your friend's body as slowly as possible, giving you the maximum amount of time to get antidote before things got fatal. However, due to plot armor, you had antidote on you and you were able to heal your friend without doing any sort of mouth-to-wound suction. After you administer the antidote and you allow your friend to bandage himself up, you both continue on your trek through the woods. Feeling better and grateful to be alive, but
Speaking
also
of protein.
feeling more betrayed, because so far, everything you thought you knew was wrong. But before you and your friend could continue to complain about how crazy that entire ordeal was, you run into a much bigger problem. A 750-pound problem that's looking you right in the face.
Oh my god. This is, oh my gosh. Oh,
Bigger
that's
problem.
funny.
A 750-pound problem that's looking you right in the face. This problem is an adult, aggressive black bear. Your first instinct is to run the opposite way, but before you can even turn, your friend whips his arm around and clenches your arm tightly, holding you in your place. You look your friend in the eye and he tells you, "Are you crazy, man? We can't run away. We have to act like we're already dead." And with your friend's iron grip being on your arm, you have no other option but to lay down beside him. And now the both of you are laying on the ground with a 750-pound black bear slowly approaching your position. You and your friend at this point may be feeling like you just saved your lives.
The
You
opposite
outsmarted
of
the black
Slender
bear,
Man,
and in
yeah.
a few minutes you'll be back well on your way. But in reality, you just made
I mean, if you saw that, like, like a, you know, portly Nikado avocado in the woods like that and just his briefs. I don't I don't know what would be scarier.
Made the black bear's life a lot easier and served him up 2 meals on a silver platter. I think most of us at some point have heard, if you see a bear, just play dead. But I think at this point, hopefully most people know that there is definitely some nuance to that. Specifically, that advice does not apply to all bears. Black bears, for example, do not take well to people playing dead. And this is exactly why the bear is currently shaking your friend in his mouth like a dog that just got a new chew toy. Black bears are notoriously aggressive, and if you encounter one, your best course of action is 1, slowly retreat if it doesn't notice you, but if it is fixated on you, your best next steps are to get as big and aggressive as possible. Obviously, you can't fight this bear, but you want to make this bear believe that it's not even worth fighting you. You want to extend your arms and legs outward, look big as possible, yell, sound aggressive.
I feel like I'd be fucked. I'm only 5 feet. I don't think I can make. I mean, what am I gonna do? Pull my arms up and be 5'2"? Cool. I don't think that's gonna do anything. I'd be fucked.
Do anything to intimidate this bear, and if you're convincing enough, you may even scare the bear in this process. Grizzly bears, on the other hand, are a bit different. Experts say that grizzly bears respond better if you actually do lay down on the ground, although it's best if you protect your neck just in case and remain still until the bear checks you out and hopefully leaves you alone. And if you happen to end up in a situation where
Air
you're
horn,
face-to-face
yeah,
with a
there you
polar
go.
bear, your best bet is to pray. Because polar bears are like black bears, but worse. They are the most aggressive and the most likely to tear your head off. So yeah, although the advice of playing dead around a bear isn't fully inaccurate, it, once again, definitely requires some additional context. The current popular saying is, if it's brown, lay down, if it's black, fight back, and if it's white, good night. Not because you're supposed to play dead, but because you're going to be dead. As you continue to lay motionless
'Cause
on
you
the
are on the
ground,
menu.
peek open one of your eyes to see what's going on. You notice that the black bear has dropped your friend and was distracted by something else, and luckily left you both alone. Your friend, while a little bit worse for wear, is still alive, and you help get him back on his feet, and you
You know, it leaves or dies. Yeah, I think that's probably your best bet with polar bears.
once again continue your journey. Feeling a bit bad for your friend because at this point it looks like he survived 3 rounds with Mike Tyson, 4 days with Diddy, and 5 nights at Freddy's, you decide you would let him take a quick breather and go around gathering some food. Your friend sits down on a rock under a tree and you decide to go and see what you can find. And once you begin wandering around looking, you realize one crucial thing. You have no idea what's edible or not, and you don't even know what's around you, but that doesn't stop you from looking. And quickly
Well, I've seen this on we used to watch a lot of Alone. Oh man, have we seen some shit on there? People being like, "Yeah, these are totally safe to eat," and then next thing you know, 12 hours later, things are coming out both ends, and they're going home.
you find yourself approaching some interesting red mushrooms. Now, you know mushrooms can definitely be questionable, but the fact that you see a little snail munching away at these gives you hope. And as you pick these mushrooms, you notice that there's actually small bite marks from chipmunks. This gives you all the confidence you need to pick a few mushrooms and put them in your pocket and to continue scavenging. You continue looking around and you
Tripping
notice
balls,
a small
yeah.
bush with
No.
inconspicuous red berries. You've never seen these berries before,
Oh,
but it doesn't mean that you
no.
can't eat them. And while you're cautious of these mysterious red berries, you notice a small bird fly down into this bush and carefully eat these berries before flying away. And once again, you rationalize with yourself, well, if this animal can eat this, obviously I can. If something was
No.
poisonous to them, they wouldn't eat it. So you go ahead and collect some of these berries as well. And you notice that you've been scavenging for hours, so you decide to return to your friend and show him your loot. Your friend doesn't seem too enthused by the small handful of random mushrooms and red berries, but something is better than nothing. And you and your friend begin to munch
That
on
make
the world's
reindeer
weirdest
fly.
products. Feeling energized from the food and also
Oh,
feeling
no.
energized mentally that you finally had some knowledge that was true, you and your friend both have a bit more of a pep in your step because you knew that you had at least some right information, right? That is until you realize your friend is looking in 2 directions and he is foaming at the mouth. In shock, you try to say something to him when all you can get out is a jumbled mess of slurred words, and you and your friend both pass out face down on the forest floor. The survival technique of eating what animals ate failed you both. And the reality is, animals are just better than you. And just because the animal can eat it doesn't mean you can eat it at all. Just think about it. Every animal has developed its own unique way of digestion, and the things that our bodies are able to safely process and consume typically come from thousands and thousands of years of consumption. And on top of this, some animals are just built different. Like cows, for example, they have 4 stomachs, and every animal processes the same foods differently. The bird that ate those red berries, for example, was able to pass the toxic seeds from those berries
Which can
directly
kill a
to its
cat,
digestive system
right?
without
Yeah,
any
like
issues. And those
everybody's
seeds that are now
different.
a part of its excrement are now replanted and continuing the life cycle of those berries. But in your case, those seeds have been cracked open by your teeth and are now infecting your entire body with deadly toxins. And the chipmunk that was taking bites out of that small red mushroom has a specialized stomach acid that can neutralize the toxins within this deadly mushroom. However, you simply do not have the facilities to handle that. And the same mushroom that gives that chipmunk life gave you and your friend a near-death experience. Just because you saw an animal eating something does not mean it's not deadly for you. After a few hours...
I mean, I've watched enough episodes of Alone to, I'd be very scared to eat anything if I didn't know 100% if it was safe.
Being passed out on the floor, you and your friends slowly come to and pick yourselves up off the ground. Nonetheless, you and your friend decide it's time to get serious because the sun is soon setting and you guys need to eat food. Really quickly, I just wanted to mention that this video is sponsored by Five. And right now, they have a special
It's a magic
If
mushroom.
you love catching a buzz in a way that is discreet, safe, and clean, you are going to love Five. And right now, they're...
Although I did watch the thing about the lady that put mushrooms in a meatloaf or something and killed like her ex-husband and his parents.
Gummies are even
And she
better.
was like, I
because
didn't
they're brand
know.
new
I
Big
didn't
Kids
know
gummies
it's poison.
kick in less than 10 minutes. These
like,
15
what
milligram
the
gummies
hell?
come in Blue Dream, Pineapple Express, Sour Diesel, and Super Lemon Haze. And on top of that, you can get them legally delivered directly to your door in any state in the United States. And because you're watching Trusty Bro, Five is giving you 35%
Oh
off
yeah.
anything.
Yeah, I think it was in Australia maybe, but I mean she knew they were poisonous. But she wanted to act like she didn't know.
You order on the website.
But yeah, she
but
like
on top of just giving you a great deal,
and then
Five is also running
I don't know
a
if
huge
both of her
giveaway right now. And they're giving away
ex-in-laws
a crazy
or if like one of
$5,000
them
prize
lived
package.
and then
there's
but
up to
I know she
4
killed like
packages
two.
to
I know
choose
she
from.
killed her
You can get free
ex-husband.
quick hits
And
for a
then
year, the weekend getaway travel.
oh wait, no, I think maybe it was his parents and I think he ended up not going or something cuz somebody survived. So maybe he lived and then they showed up and for whatever reason like I don't know, but like it's fucked and she was trying to like play it off as a like she had no idea. She was a lying sack of shit.
Bundle, the Gamer's Dream Bundle, or the Music Lover's
Skip the
Prize
mushrooms,
Pack,
there
all
you
of which
go.
have crazy rewards. And even if you enter the giveaway and don't win, you still get perks, including
They bleed from the
exclusive reward
orifice.
points and a
I
free
don't
1-month
remember like
5
what
Time Pass
exactly
trial. To enter
happened
the
with
giveaway,
them
simply click my link
or
in the
what
description, enter your
she gave
information, and
them.
begin earning entries. You must be over 21 to purchase or enter the giveaway, and the giveaway ends July 31st, 2025. Use my link in the description, enter the giveaway for free, and get 35% off all.
But I think it's been a while since I watched that video. I want to say I think they found her like internet browsing history and I think on there she was looking for poisonous mushrooms or like what kind of mushrooms could kill somebody or something. I don't know. It was like something weird like that. But I don't remember like what she got.
In the distance, and as you slowly approach it and peek over some bushes, you see a lonely old caribou walk slowly until it collapses right before your eyes. And while this is an unfortunate sight for you and your friend, this could be life or death. And in this instance, having an endless supply of high-quality food in front of you is something you and your friend couldn't have even imagined. You both approach the caribou to ensure that it's no longer with you. And once you have that confirmation, you begin to prepare the animal. Fortunately, for once, you were able to put useful knowledge to good use. And shortly after preparing the animal, you and your friend are sitting at a campfire, under a tree, under the stars, eating your first meal in what feels like forever. But as good as having a hearty meal feels, and as confident as you feel knowing you have a nearly endless supply of food, the reality is that you're not set for food at all. And while you might not realize it now, in the near future, eating this food alone could easily kill you. And the reason is simple but interesting. And it all comes down to biology. Your body simply can't digest protein without fat. And if your diet only consists of protein with no other micronutrient, your body could literally starve or develop protein poisoning. The term for this situation is called rabbit starvation, or the French-Canadian term caribou sickness. But they both refer to the protein poisoning I just mentioned. But the reality is if you are only eating direct, big game, lean protein, you are setting yourself up for failure. And it's because of this very real caribou sickness that beavers were extremely valuable to North American indigenous people, because beavers had such high amounts of fat, which is why beaver hunting and trapping was so important, not just for pelts, but also for fat, so that this fat could be consumed, allowing your body to properly digest the protein from the big game you also caught.
That's
Black
important.
bears are also a great source of animal fats, although it's much easier to trap a beaver than a black bear, for reasons we discussed.
And the
earlier.
vanilla
But yeah,
flavor.
If you tried to live solely off of
Yeah, that's true.
of a big game carcass, you would soon find yourself
That takes a
suffering
while. I
from a
would think
strange
that
form
probably
of
takes a
starvation, simply
while.
because your body needs protein, but it also needs other macronutrients to properly absorb and process this protein. Luckily for you and your friend, you're both blissfully ignorant to this fact, and you wouldn't be eating off this carcass for long enough to experience these symptoms. And after both of you
And the
have
fatty
successfully
animals.
filled
Were,
your
yeah,
bellies, you decide
yeah. You
that
want to
it's
have
time
like
to get some
a little
rest.
bit of
You
everything.
suggest to your friend that maybe you guys should build a quick shelter, just something to keep you guys safe. But your friend tells you that that's a waste of time and energy, and that you guys need to conserve your calories as much as possible right now. And you both simply lay down on the ground and close your eyes to sleep. But that sleep isn't peaceful at all. And only a few hours into your sleep, you wake up freezing cold, colder than the air temperature outside, and you're kind of at a loss. And the reason is rather simple. Laying directly on cold ground is a great way to rapidly reduce your body heat. Literally because the ground is stealing heat from your body and lowering your core body temperature, causing you to burn more calories to try to heat yourself back up, while also absorbing all of the extra heat that your body is generating. So in a cold environment like the one that you're in at night, you could not only lose body heat, but also experience hypothermia just by laying on the bare ground. Which is
right. Like a pile of leaves would be better than just the bare ground. Yeah. Yeah.
why you'll see outdoorsy people swear by a ground mat. Consider it insulation to keep your body heat within you and not being stolen by the ground beneath you. And now that you understand that collecting debris to lay on is a worthy investment of calories, you quickly put together a bundle of grass and leaves to make something soft, but also to make something to insulate your body heat. And you make a makeshift mattress that's large enough for both you and your friend. And you roll your friend onto it, you lay beside him, conserving body heat, and you close your eyes and experience your first bit of rest. The following morning, you decide it's time to start your day and continue your adventure.
This adventure sounds like it sucks.
Discovery and how sleeping on the ground is not okay. But before you can even finish making your point, your friend stops you and points ahead. Because what stands in your way is something you haven't noticed until now. A massive snow-capped mountain. And there's no way around it. You and your friend now need to begin hiking. Luckily, you and your friend are energized from a good night's sleep and at least some sort of food that doesn't almost kill you. And as you and your friend begin to climb through this mountain, the temperatures begin to get lower.
Right,
and lower.
Ro.
And it's at this point when you're able to make the point to your friend that body temperature is something you guys need to keep in mind in these survival situations. But as your friend brushes off your concern
How's it
about body
going,
temperature,
Angel?
he tells you the only thing you guys should be concerned about right now is water. You begin to get nervous because now that you're halfway up this mountain and surrounded by snow, there's no water around you. But your friend laughs at you and reminds you that this snow is water. He grabs a handful of snow off the ground, which appears to be untouched, and begins to chow down on his solid water. And while to most this seems completely safe and logical, this is definitely not the most ideal way to
Yes,
consume
yeah.
water. The first risk that this poses is that this snow or ice could actually cause micro tears or cuts in your mouth, which could definitely cause problems down the line. But more importantly than that, consuming ice directly is a surefire way to lower your core body temperature, causing your body to work overtime to heat itself back up. Your friend may think that body temperature isn't an important ordeal, but you know that it's nothing to laugh at. And at this very moment, hypothermia is a much bigger risk to you than being dehydrated. But unfortunately,
Yep.
your friend is in a bit of a pickle. Because yeah, he was able to hydrate himself through all of the snow he just ate, but he's now shivering uncontrollably and he's hungrier than he was yesterday.
This is a survival miss that would actually get you killed.
Because his core body temperature has been lowered and his body is consuming as much calories as it can to heat itself back up. Now, you're
Wow.
thirsty as well, but you're not willing to go through that entire experience. And what you do is a lot more wise. You remember watching the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel, and luckily, you had the same supplies that he did. You scoop up snow into some sort of metal tin, you put it over top of a propane heater, and you allow the snow to melt, and then you consume the pre-melted
A Darwin
room
Award.
temperature water, allowing your body to not have to reheat it once it's consumed. Your body can simply use it as is. And the benefit of using this method as well too, assuming you have access to some sort of heat source, is you can actually kill any bad bacteria. But assuming that's not a risk here, you're able to at least avoid the whole hypothermia your friend is now fighting. After this whole water debacle, you realize that your friend's only chance of regaining any sort of heat is by continuing to move. So you keep on your path going over the snow-capped mountain. Unfortunately, your friend is no longer shivering, but you and your friend are now facing a much different issue. You and your friend are now both sweating, which is good. Body heat at this point is not a concern at all. This shouldn't be an issue. And sure, you might smell a little bit later, but what is an issue is the base layer of what you and your friend are are wearing. Before you even left, you and your friends were debating on whether or not you should wear your clothes in a certain order. And your friend, obviously being a bit more reckless, said it didn't matter at all. So we started by putting on a cotton undershirt, a cotton hoodie, and then put a jacket over top that was waterproof to help keep water out. You, on the other hand, wanting to be different, decided to wear a base layer that was more moisture wicking, but still followed that up with another hoodie and a waterproof jacket. Now here's the difference. While you and your friend are still sweating now, as soon as you guys stop and your body heat begins to go down, the sweat trapped in your clothes is going to be deadly. And if your base layer is made of cotton, that sweat isn't going anywhere anytime soon. And after hours of hiking, you and your friend decide to take a break, and you guys experience the effects of this firsthand. After only sitting for around 15 minutes, your friend is not only cold once again, but he is shivering worse than he was before. And like I mentioned, that's because now his cotton shirt is drenched with sweat. And when cotton gets wet, it loses its ability to insulate you, meaning that your friend has effectively put a cold conductor directly on his body, and also effectively removed a layer, making him at risk once again for hypothermia. Luckily for you, you unintentionally decided to dress and act appropriately. You didn't wear a cotton base layer, meaning that by the time you already sat down and relaxed, your shirt was slightly wet in your armpits, but the rest of your shirt was able to dry relatively quickly. And also, as you were hiking up the mountain, you decided to remove layers, allowing yourself to not get too hot or sweaty. And that is the reason why you're not experiencing hypothermia right now. Because as you can tell, getting sweaty in a cold
We don't want to be the green friend.
survival situation
Because we are
could be life
dead.
or death. And a good rule of thumb is, if it's cold enough to wear multiple layers, it's too cold to wear a cotton-based layer or cotton at all. And while it may seem counterintuitive to remove layers when you're in a cold environment, if you are exerting energy and on the verge of sweating, it is best to remove these layers to prevent sweating as much as you can. As thick as your friend's plot armor is, he is struggling at this point, and still somehow alive. He is dealing once again with hypothermia, and you guys have
So you
no
don't go
access to
outside?
fire or anything to warm him
Same.
up. Your friend randomly asks you if you have any alcohol on you, and coincidentally, you did. You had a small bottle of some pretty strong alcohol in your backpack, and you wondered why he wanted it. But before you could even ask him what he wanted it for, he grabbed the bottle out of your hands and chugged it. After wiping his mouth, he tells you that obviously drinking alcohol warms you up. It makes you feel warmer and increases your body temperature. And while I believe this is a myth we've all heard, it's been debunked numerous times, and it also is completely counterproductive. The origin of this myth is actually interesting and
Could you wear like the Under Armour like cold gear? Like would that help too?
and it also is completely counterproductive. The origin of this myth is actually interesting and comes from a St. Bernard dog that was carrying a brandy flask around its neck, and this dog was saving people that was buried in the French Alps. And unfortunately, this brandy may help you feel better, but definitely won't make you better. If you've
Oh,
experienced an
okay.
alcoholic beverage,
Gotcha.
then you've probably noticed the sensation at some point of warmth. And this isn't because the alcohol is raising your body temperature, it's actually because the alcohol is making your blood vessels dilate, stimulating the nerve endings in your skin. But it doesn't actually increase your body temperature. And if you are in a cold environment, that
I just remember because I like when I played sports and we had like Under Armour like cold gear because we'd have like some of our games would be like it'd be like snowing and stuff like that. But like I don't think I ever really like had that problem of like I would like we'd be playing and sweating and stuff. But then I don't ever think I felt like super cold, so maybe that's what it is because it was like I didn't have any like
cause your body temperature
my
to fall, and
shirt wasn't
likely
like
cause
wet.
you to die much faster than you would have if you just stayed sober. So although alcohol may give you the simulation of warming up and potentially take your mind off of the pain you're in, it's definitely not doing you any favors in the survival department. Realizing the severity of the situation, you come to the conclusion that you need to get out of this mountain quick. And while your friend is incapacitated and breaths away from death, you realize your best bet was to turn your friend into a toboggan and ride him down the mountain like Mrs. Kwan in the Cat in the Hat movie. And in only a few minutes, you went from the top of the snow-capped mountain to a place you weren't in yet. You weren't in the forest anymore. You were on a beach. And luckily, it was warm enough to help you and your friend feel better, and you noticed that you were on an ocean. And this ocean could be your ticket to freedom. With both you and your friend being on your last
turn
brain
your friend
cells,
into a
you both
toboggan.
intuitively build a raft with absolutely no plan of going anywhere and no knowledge on any sort of nautical construction. Regardless, you make a makeshift raft and set sail, hoping that maybe somebody on the water will see you and save you. After hours of sitting on your raft, you and your friend are once again hungry. And while your friend is still sobering up, you decide your best bet is to look for some fish. You take a dive off your raft and you find yourself surrounded by a school of fish, but you're unable to catch any. That is, when you look through the school of fish and notice that a large shadow is approaching you. This isn't a big fish. This is a shark. and it's coming. with a wrecking
His shark's
ball. You
cute.
have nanoseconds to try to decide what your next move would be. And the first thing that comes to mind is movies and TV shows showing you that if you punch a shark, you're gonna be all right. So quickly and intuitively, as the shark approaches you, you don't move out of the way. You simply assume a karate stance and prepare to punch the shark. Now here's the deal. If you were actually going to go through with this, there's two likely outcomes. The first is that you are able to successfully punch the shark and scare it
You
away.
stay pretty
similar to the
warm.
black bear,
That's
making it
good
seem like you're
though.
not
I
really
know
pregnant.
wool is
But the
pretty.
more likely outcome is that you extend your arm and have your arm
pretty
ripped
warm.
off by a shark and then have the rest of your body consumed shortly after. Underwater, you have almost no strength whatsoever. Like just try throwing a full force punch next time you're in a pool underwater. It's gonna do almost nothing. And besides this, sharks are ruthless killing machines. Even if you could throw your strongest punch at a
No,
shark, it's
they're
not
water
gonna be phased.
puppies.
Combine that with your lack of agility in the water and the shark's endless agility in the water, your strike effectiveness in even misdirecting the shark is extremely low. If a shark was in your area, you could easily push it out of your way or misdirect it by pushing its head if you had the leverage to do so. But even
Oh,
that is
nice.
potentially risky. But in the
That
situation
seems like
when
you
a
got
shark
some
is
good
coming at you
layers.
with the intent of damage, your best bet is to attack sensitive areas, specifically by plunging your thumb into the shark's eye or gills. Really, the only two areas where you can cause significant damage and at least make the shark retreat
That like to
temporarily.
eat.
And so, in a last-minute split decision, you decide not to punch the shark, but to actually poke it in the eye, causing the shark to cry and turn around, leaving you alone, and giving you the chance to climb back on the raft with your friend. At this point, you and your friend have been through hell and back. Your friend more so than you, but you are both now laying on your back, looking up at the sky, exhausted. And at this point, accepting your fate and understanding that maybe this trip was a mistake. And as you slowly close your eyes and take what appear to be your last few breaths, you notice a white light appear in your vision. A light that is so bright and so inviting. And you hear a noise, an almost angelic noise. And before you get the chance to meet your maker, you are hit in the testicles by a rope ladder that was dropped on your raft. And you realize that this light was a spotlight from the same helicopter that dropped you off. And while the pain you are experiencing is unbearable, you realize that you and your friend are finally saved. You both
Say
climb the
hello to
ladder and
heaven.
board the helicopter and feel like you have been given a second
Your time
chance
has come.
as you both are flying home with the crew. The pilot asks you how your trip was and if you guys were able to enjoy the park that they left you in only a few miles out of town. And you and your friend look at each other and decide that it's better if you kept your stories to yourself and just told them you guys had fun, but that you wouldn't be returning anytime soon. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. If you enjoyed this video, check out the video on screen. It's a video I made about the worst.
That was kind of funny though. That was like a funny way to kind of like, you know, go over some things that like people have heard. I haven't really heard of like hardly any of those, to be fair. I can't say that I've really heard of like hardly any, like really any of them. That was pretty funny though. All right, 5 disturbing stealth camping encounters caught on camera.
Ian on YouTube is a channel run by 30-year-old Ian who's been posting on the platform for the better part of a decade. His content covers everything from day-in-the-life work vlogs to different adventures after hours. And while most of it is nothing more than fun, one particular encounter left him shaken to his core. On January 18th, 2024, Ian posted a video going over the disturbing experience he had while stealth camping in a McDonald's parking lot in Palm Springs, California. Stealth camping, for
Across
those
a
who
road
don't
within
know,
the
is when
day.
someone spends the night in a vehicle or tent
that's
in
good
an
to
area
know.
not officially designated for camping, usually while trying to avoid detection. It's
Probably attempting to Yo, have you heard there's a lady that well, I mean, I guess recently she like went in the wrong direction and then like she was like 3 days turned, I don't know, she was gone for like however like way longer than she needed to be because she like took a wrong turn or something. But there is a woman who died like a few years ago. She went hiking or whatever and she had this, I guess, somewhat plan. And I guess she thought she was taking a shortcut, but she ended up going in a circle, I guess. And she ended up dying.
an area not officially designated for camping, usually while trying to avoid detection. It's often done out of necessity,
But you don't know what you're doing.
curiosity,
Yeah,
or
I
simply
feel
for
like
the
that's
thrill of it.
probably very true.
And while it can be harmless, it also means the camper is completely exposed and vulnerable to whatever
So
or
I don't
whoever
remember
might be
their
lurking
name.
nearby. This is exactly what happened with Ian on the 16th of January 2024. He'd been stealth camping for quite some time by that point, and had spent nights in much harsher conditions.
What is stealth camping? Like living in your car? Parking?
This
Oh.
is exactly what happened with Ian on the 16th of January 2024.
I didn't realize this was like a term.
He'd been stealth camping for quite some time by that point, and had spent nights in much harsher conditions, like during heavy rain or in a sandstorm. So staying overnight
Camping where
in a
you're not
McDonald's
allowed,
parking
okay.
lot seemed like nothing to him. Unfortunately, he couldn't have been more wrong. After setting everything up, he went to lie down in the back of his car. But just as he was about to fall asleep, he was interrupted by the sound of someone repeatedly trying to open his car's door. He immediately got up to see who it was, and this is what he came across.
That's where you have a gun. No. No, wait.
Car's door.
Oh,
he immediately
no.
got up to see who it was, and this is what he came across.
How's it going, Tex?
What's going on?
Fuck.
What's up? What's up, man? What's going on? What are you doing?
There was a man standing outside the passenger door. What made the encounter even more unsettling was that the man never said a word, even as Ian repeatedly called out to him, trying to get some kind of explanation for what he was doing.
Hey, bro.
What's up? I think this is a crazy druggie.
What you doing, man? You weird, bro.
Despite his panic, however, he made the wise decision to stay locked within his car and quickly drive to a more hidden spot in the lot. But that wasn't enough, because just a few minutes later, Ian spotted the same man walking around the parking lot, possibly trying to locate his car. Fearing for his safety, he drove to a completely different location and managed to sleep through the rest of the night without
Yeah,
any
right?
incident.
Yeah,
Still,
I
the
would not be
question
doing
remained, who was this man?
Which, I mean, I guess I don't know where he is sleeping, stealth camping here, because, like, I mean, this obviously looks like a strip mall, so, like, are you close to maybe other civilizations where there might be, like, homeless people around that are walking around here? You know, like, I don't know. I feel like this just seems like a...
The rest of the night without any incident. Still, the question
Yeah,
remained,
I
who
feel
was
like
this
this...
man and what exactly was he trying to do? Ian never made a follow-up
This,
or
like, I could just, you know, depending on, like, where he is, I could just kind of see, like, you know, this man probably walks around here regularly.
shared any more info
He's
regarding the encounter
homeless,
in the video's description,
maybe on drugs,
so we can
I
only
don't know.
speculate on what happened that night. Now,
And
it's
Scotland
entirely
is- oh,
possible
yeah.
that he was just a harmless, mentally ill person who wasn't fully conscious of what he was doing. This could explain why he didn't
Try to open
answer
your
when Ian
passenger
called out
door?
to
Oh,
him and just
gosh.
calmly walked away without a word. However, a far more likely explanation is that the act of trying to break into Ian's car was completely intentional, and when he was caught, he just acted
Well, yeah, I mean, like, who's to say he wasn't trying to open up all of these cars that were left here? I don't know.
confused and harmless to seem less threatening. Perhaps he really thought the car was empty and was trying to steal it. Or maybe he knew Ian was inside and had intentions to rob him, or something far more sinister. His strange behavior
I don't know if this guy knew that much. This guy didn't quite seem like he had that much going on. I would believe that he was probably trying all of these cars here.
also
Booty
suggested
warrior.
that he might have been under
Booty
the
warrior,
influence of
yeah.
some kind of drugs, which would have made him even more unstable and, by extension, more dangerous. Fortunately, Ian managed to drive away unscathed before he could find out the man's true intentions.
Well, that's probably for the better.
On February 11th, 2024, stealth camping YouTuber Brendan Explores posted a video of him spending a night in the small village of Jaywick, England.
I feel like stealth camping sounds like a bad idea. Like this, I feel like this sounds a little dangerous.
The thing about
sounds a little
Jaywick,
scary.
however, is that it's been named as the most deprived town in all of England. The combination of high unemployment and poor living conditions has pushed many of its residents toward a
shit.
life of crime. Brendan, however, wanted to see the village firsthand to decide
Yeah, like it's like this does not sound safe. I mean, like especially like you're trying to like sleep somewhere that could potentially like not be a very good area. You know, at least at the very like how much would it be to be able to go park in like a campground or something or somewhere where like maybe you know they would let you park there and sleep as opposed to like a random parking lot or a random like side street. Like yeah, I guess it's like zero money versus some money, but I mean,
of its residents toward a life of
sounds
crime.
kind of scary.
Brendan, however, wanted to see
Hotels
the
are
village
expensive.
firsthand to decide whether it was truly as bad as the media made it out to be. His first impressions of the place were quite good, with him admiring the natural
Very park and a lot. Yeah, that's true. Like I try to be like somewhere like totally like not noticeable maybe. Way scarier than a ghost.
landscape surrounding the village. What he didn't realize at the time was that this lighthearted escape to the countryside would soon spiral
Reservation
into
only
complete
now.
disaster. It began with him driving through the town and searching for a discreet spot to park his van so he could settle in before it got dark. He eventually found a parking lot that looked promising and decided to make it his home for the night. But it didn't take long for him to start noticing a series of red flags in the area, like people riding around with gangster rap blaring from a speaker.
What's wrong with that? I mean, that sounds terrible, but I don't know if that... I don't know if that... that just means something bad's gonna happen.
And a group of street racers speeding down the road right in front of the parking lot. As the evening approached, he was also left alone in the parking lot, making him a prime target for any would-be robber. So, after thinking about it for a few minutes, he thought it would be best to leave the parking lot and find a more secluded spot for camping. He eventually went down a dirt trail and parked in the middle of nowhere, without any houses or major roads nearby. This turned out to be the worst decision Brendan could have made in that situation.
How's it going, Brian?
At around 2:30 a.m., about 4 hours after he went to sleep, he was woken up by the sound of someone walking around his van.
Nope.
I think someone's outside the van.
We're not supplying the loot. Yeah, I know, right?
Then tried to open the van's sliding door. But before Brendan even had a chance to fully understand his predicament, this happened.
Hey! Oh shit! He broke his window. Well, okay. So like, if you're in like a bad area, and if your van looks, I guess, ripe for the taking, I don't know. That just seems like a bad idea. That just seems like a bad idea.
And his predicament, this
Oh,
happened.
thank you, Brian.
Hey!
If only you lived in a country where you could have something.
Whoever this person was shattered the passenger side window before running away once Brendan started shouting. In the video's description, Brendan speculated that this person was likely trying to steal the mini refrigerator.
Yeah, but like he purposely, like he's in a place though that like is not like a it's like not really like a good area to begin with.
He had on the passenger seat. While this might not be entirely accurate, there's still some truth behind it. Judging by the fact that the intruder fled the moment they heard Brendan, it's likely they were simply looking to steal something.
Yeah.
More. As for how they managed to find his van in the middle of nowhere, it's entirely possible that they stalked him from when he was in town.
I would believe that though, because like depending on if his van looked a lot nicer than some of the other stuff in that area, because like we saw what that neighborhood looked like, it's very possible that they definitely could have followed him and like planning on like stealing like all the shit out of his van. Not really like, I guess, I don't know. I guess they didn't think it was worth hurting him over, but definitely worth stealing whatever he had in there.
However, given these circumstances, the situation could have turned out a lot worse.
You're asking for trouble,
As one commenter
yeah.
under the video pointed out, when you said you had found the perfect quiet spot after driving away from town down a quiet pitch-black lane in the middle of nowhere with nobody else around for miles, at that point I was absolutely terrified.
Yeah.
How on earth you managed to go to sleep to begin with amazes me. A few blokes with their hoods
I hope they cut the shit out
pulled
of
down
him.
and
Breaking a
armed,
window.
and you wouldn't have stood a chance.
That's fucked.
While nothing truly tragic occurred, the experience was terrifying enough to rattle Brendan. Instead of staying the night, he drove through the darkness until daybreak just to make it back home, which was ultimately the right call. He's still making stealth camping videos, but now he's far more cautious about where he parks, especially when it comes to remote or isolated spots.
I would imagine he'd probably learned his
In March
lesson.
of 2025, a camping YouTuber named Daniel Mark Brown planned a stealth camping trip in the woodlands surrounding Oswestry, England. His plan was simple: travel alongside one of the many hiking trails in the area and then go off-trail to find a good stealth spot. And this worked better than he expected, finding the perfectly hidden camping area in no time. After setting down his supplies, Daniel went to the nearby river to cook a meal before heading back to the spot he'd found earlier. By the time he came back...
Wait, so like you can... So it's, I thought... So you don't have to be in a vehicle to do stealth camping? Wait, if you're out in the woods, isn't that just camping? Is there like a difference?
It was already starting to get dark, and the trail was starting to empty out, giving Daniel the peace of mind to wind down and call it a night. However, what happened next made him realize the true danger he was in. After laying out his sleeping bag, settling down, and finally falling asleep, 90 minutes had passed when he was suddenly jolted awake.
100% being spotted.
Just semantic? Okay. Fair enough. I don't know. I guess I feel like if you're out in the woods like this, I feel like this is just camping. But I don't know. Where you aren't supposed to. But like, are you... I mean... I guess if that is that the only thing that qualifies it? So like if you're in a state park or I guess like in the woods somewhere randomly, like does it have to say like state that there's no like sleeping allowed there? It's like what if you just went off into the forest but it's not or I mean like like there aren't like I guess somewhat rules or something like is that stealth camping or is it camping?
I'm almost too scared to breathe here. I think a dog or something just came in.
Daniel was woken up by the cracking of branches, followed by the light from a flashlight. He eventually found the courage to unzip his sleeping bag to see who was out there.
Oh, that's right. They're looking straight at me. I am trying not to panic.
By this point, he couldn't think of anything else to do but call out to the person who was now aiming the flashlight.
It's like you're like okay like camouflage. Okay. This is just okay.
At him.
Right, that's what I thought. I thought like maybe that's like the
The
cops or
person just
something.
turned
Or like
around and disappeared into the woods,
people-
never to be seen again.
like working in the park or something.
Hello?
They haven't been about. I haven't seen a single light now for maybe 5-10 minutes. I don't even know. I've been just trying to keep as calm as possible. But when they walked off and the light went out, I don't even know which direction they were. But somewhere in that direction. I'll forget it. Let's just go.
It's like they're trying to find you, brilliant.
This experience startled him enough to quickly pack his stuff and hightail out of the wooded area. However,
I mean, he obviously didn't see you directly because I think he probably would have came over if he did. So I
this
think
experience startled
I
him
would've
enough
just kept
to
my
quickly
mouth
pack his
shut.
stuff and hightail out of the wooded area. However, if the person with the flashlight had malicious intent, leaving the campsite wasn't going to be an easy task. The way they refused to respond to Daniel's hello was unsettling enough.
Nice.
But how they silently turned off
I'm
their
out.
light and disappeared into the woods suggested they might have been hiding, waiting to ambush him to rob him, or possibly worse. That being said, it's entirely possible that the mysterious person was just someone walking their dog at night or something else completely innocent. As for why they didn't reply to Daniel, it's possible they were just as scared as he was after hearing a hello from the...
That's probably true too. Like, what if this was just somebody out? Because there's people that do shit like this. Like, they like to go in the woods at night, and then you heard that. Like, and they, I mean, he very well could have scared the shit out of this guy, and he was just like, "No, I'm good."
the darkness of the
So
woods.
they scared each other.
However, we also can't rule out the possibility that they were trying to sneak up on Daniel for some sinister reason, only turning around once they realized they'd been spotted. Whatever the case may be, Daniel made it out of the woods safely without encountering the same person again. Ellie and Graham are an elderly duo from the UK who travel around the country in their camper van while vlogging about their adventures on YouTube. In November of 2022, they were on one of their trips when they had to urgently travel back home due to an emergency. However, they were too far away to make it back in one day. After searching online, they found a stealth camping spot on the outskirts of a town called Altrincham. It was a fairly small car park, but the couple was in a hurry, so they didn't have any other choice but to camp there for the night, hoping to get back on the road the next morning. What they didn't expect, however, was that this would spiral into the most terrifying experience of their...
That is a very good question. That's That is a very, very good question.
entire camping journey.
No.
By the time they got to this location, it was already dark out. They parked their van and settled in for the night, going to sleep at around 11 p.m. But then at 1 a.m., both of them woke up to the sound of loud music blaring from a car. However, the music stopped soon after, so they brushed it off and began settling back into their bed. That's when they both heard a disturbing bang coming from their own van. It was loud enough that they thought a tree had fallen onto their van.
Oh.
They quickly rushed outside to see what had happened, and this was the shocking sight they came across.
Oof. Broke their window.
Just can't believe it. We've just been woken up with a loud bang. And,
Oh, they threw a brick. Or like hit it. Oh, shit. Damn.
on the floor there, was that glass? 2 bricks.
It's yeah, right.
Someone's just smashed
I don't know.
windows while we were sleeping. So no, we don't recommend this as a place to stop. They smashed the windscreen, but grand
That too, like, I mean, obviously, like, we don't have any context to this car park or this town, but like, yeah, I would say this sounds just like some like little shitbags just being shitbags.
In fact, the passenger side window was completely shattered, and the van had a massive dent behind the sliding door.
That is true.
More troubling than the physical damage to the van was the psychological impact.
Oh no.